My father, a woman once told me, cried the day I was born, but he wasn't sad. Her words struck me. He wasn't sad, she explained, because she was healthy. He cried because she was a girl. This story, though simple, carries the weight of a pervasive bias, one that has cast shadows on countless lives. In many traditional societies, the birth of a son is met with celebration, a sign of lineage and strength. A daughter's arrival, however, is often shrouded in a quiet disappointment, a whisper of unfulfilled expectations. This bias, deeply rooted in cultural norms and beliefs, has created a world where daughters are often not valued as much as sons. From inheritance rights to educational opportunities, the scales are tipped against them. But this is not a story of despair. It's a call to recognize the inherent worth of every child, regardless of gender. It's about celebrating the birth of a daughter with the same joy and hope as that of a son. It's about fathers who see their daughters not as burdens, but as individuals with limitless potential. It's about creating a world where every girl, like the woman in the story, can grow up knowing her worth is not defined by her gender, but by the strength of her character and the power of her dreams. It's about rewriting the narrative, replacing the whispers of disappointment with the joyous pronouncements of a daughter's arrival. The preference for sons is not a new phenomenon. It is woven into the fabric of many cultures, often stemming from historical and economic factors. In patriarchal societies, sons were traditionally seen as heirs to property and lineage, responsible for carrying on the family name and caring for their parents in old age. Daughters, on the other hand, were often seen as a liability. Their eventual marriage meant they would leave their family home, often requiring a dowry, a financial burden on their parents. This historical context, though outdated in the modern world, continues to influence perceptions and expectations. The echoes of these beliefs can be seen in subtle and overt ways. Families may invest more in their sons' education or healthcare. Girls may be expected to take on more domestic responsibilities, limiting their opportunities for personal growth. These deeply ingrained biases are often perpetuated through generations, passed down through cultural norms and family expectations. Challenging these long-held beliefs requires a conscious effort to recognize their harmful impact and actively work to dismantle them. It requires a shift in perspective, from seeing daughters as burdens to recognizing them as valuable individuals with equal rights and opportunities. The consequences of this bias are far-reaching, impacting girls and women throughout their lives. In many parts of the world, girls are denied education, married off at a young age, and subjected to harmful cultural practices. They are often relegated to the domestic sphere, their voices silenced, their contributions undervalued. This lack of opportunity not only harms individual women, but also hinders the progress of entire societies. When girls are not given equal access to education, their potential to contribute to the economy and their communities is stifled. When women are not valued as equal partners in society, their voices and perspectives are lost. The bias against daughters creates a ripple effect, perpetuating cycles of poverty, limiting economic growth, and hindering social progress. Breaking this cycle requires a multifaceted approach, addressing both the symptoms and the root causes of gender inequality. It requires investing in girls' education, empowering women economically, and challenging discriminatory cultural norms. It also requires men to recognize their role in perpetuating these biases and to actively work towards dismantling them. Fathers have a crucial role to play in breaking down gender stereotypes and empowering their daughters. A father's love and support can be a powerful antidote to the negative messages girls often receive from society. When fathers treat their daughters with respect, encourage their dreams, and celebrate their achievements, they send a powerful message that their daughters are worthy of love, respect, and equal opportunity. Fathers can start by examining their own biases and challenging their own preconceived notions about gender roles. They can make a conscious effort to treat their sons and daughters equally, providing them with the same opportunities and encouragement. This means supporting their daughters' education, encouraging their participation in sports and extracurricular activities, and fostering their leadership skills. It also means challenging gender stereotypes within the home, sharing household chores equally, and encouraging their daughters to pursue their passions, regardless of societal expectations. By modeling these behaviors, fathers can create a more equitable environment for their daughters to thrive and reach their full potential. Empowering daughters starts with breaking down the barriers that limit their aspirations. Encourage her to dream big, to explore her interests without the constraints of gender stereotypes. Let her know that she can be anything she sets her mind to, whether it's a doctor, an engineer, an artist, or an athlete. Support her education, both formal and informal. Education is a powerful tool for empowerment, equipping girls with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in life. Encourage her to pursue her studies, to ask questions, and to never stop learning. Celebrate her achievements, big and small. Every milestone, every accomplishment is a testament to her hard work and dedication. Acknowledge her efforts, praise her perseverance, and let her know how proud you are of the strong, capable young woman she is becoming. Raising strong daughters requires more than just words. It requires action. It means challenging gender stereotypes in your own life and in the world around you. Speak up when you witness discrimination or bias. Support organizations that empower girls and women. Teach her about equality, not just in theory, but in practice. Show her that men and women are equal partners in society, deserving of the same rights and opportunities. Encourage her to use her voice, to speak out against injustice, and to fight for what she believes in. Teach her that her voice matters, and that she has the power to make a difference in the world. Changing deeply ingrained cultural beliefs takes time and effort, but it is possible. It starts with individual actions, with fathers who recognize the inherent worth of their daughters and who are committed to raising them to be strong, independent, and empowered women. It means challenging traditional gender roles, both within the family and in society at large. It means ensuring that girls have equal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. It means creating a world where girls are not limited by their gender, but are free to pursue their dreams and reach their full potential. It means shifting the narrative from one of bias and discrimination to one of equality and empowerment. Imagine a world where the birth of a daughter is met with the same unbridled joy as the birth of a son. A world where every girl has the opportunity to reach her full potential, unhindered by gender bias. A world where women and men stand side by side, equal partners in building a brighter future. This is the world we must strive to create. A world where every child, regardless of gender, is valued, respected, and empowered. It starts with each of us, with the choices we make and the actions we take. It starts with fathers who recognize the power of their love and influence, and who choose to raise their daughters to be the leaders, innovators, and changemakers of tomorrow. It's a future worth fighting for, a future where daughters are not just valued but celebrated.